Robotics emerged as a sport nearly 40 years ago and has been gaining traction on the local scene for almost half that time. Minnesota was the first state to sanction robotics as a high school activity in 2012. And while it hasn't reached that point in South Dakota, the sport is building steam. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Travis Fossing tells us why kids aren't waiting until high school to get involved and how one school is currently preparing for a global competition.
Students at Good Shepherd Lutheran School in Sioux Falls are stacking pins with robots. Multiple colors and more complex designs mean extra points, and they have 1 minute to get it done. Beckett Merriam has been part of RAM Robotics for 4 years, even if he wasn't sure what he was getting into.
Robots fighting each other, that's kind of what I thought it was, but it was definitely not, and I think I made a good choice. It's a lot of fun.
When I was young, I was seeing them older people doing robotics, and I was I really want to do that and be with teams and problem solving.
Connor Cleveringa is another middle school student, though robotics is available to elementary age kids. He says there are obstacles to overcome when you're new to the sport.
Definitely the building, and then just getting figuring out the process, what you're supposed to do, and coding and all of that.
The team is now practicing for the VEX Robotics World Championship, the largest educational robotics competition in the world. This is the 4th year in a row Good Shepherd Lutheran is qualified, but the first time it's sending 2 teams, middle school and elementary.
It was awesome. It was just working together on problem solving and getting the Excellence Award to get to Worlds.
It's honestly shocking. I feel that there was a lot of competition at our tournament, so it's pretty fun to be able to get 2 teams going, so that's awesome.
I actually put the challenge out to the kids this year. For the last 2 years, we've had 1 team win their way into the world competition. I said, wouldn't it be great if we could get 2, win both the awards, and actually doing it this year. It's pretty impressive. I'm proud of the kids. They put a lot of work into this.
The team will look to top 200 points at the World Championship, while the best of the best will score a perfect 434. But for this team, it's all about the experience.
We're not trying to make everybody an engineer, but it is an exposure. I mean, I grew up as a farm kid, played with Legos, so this kind of a thing is natural to me, but I'm not an engineer. I'm a biological scientist. So, but to just watch these kids get inspired to do things that would be engineering, they don't get that in our normal curriculum at school. Casey Wright is one of 2 robotics coaches at Good Shepherd Lutheran. It's a season that started back in August. We'll spend the first 3 months just building and redesigning and trying to see how the robots do. And then as we get into competitions, it's more along the lines of, I've got a design, I take it to a competition, and how well do I do? As the year nears its end, Wright hopes the kids save their best for last at a competition that will feature teams from more than 50 countries. If you can go down there and score higher than you've ever done in the region down there with the best teams in the world, I think that's a really good bar to get at. You really want to be able to improve your scores when you go down there, because it's going to be the top 10% of the teams in the world there.
I really want to win, but there's a lot of competition, but I feel we're going to do great.
Have fun with teams, different teams around the world, communicating with them, and then just try to get top 40%.
If nothing else, there are memories to be made in St. Louis.
I don't know, probably seeing the St. Louis Arch. I think that'd be really cool to see. First time going to St. Louis.
But with the competition back in St. Louis next year, he hopes it's not his last time. With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Travis Fossing.
The VEX Robotics World Championships are April 21st through the 30th. Good Shepherd Lutheran will compete during the final 3 days of the event. The team started a GoFundMe to help cover the cost of the trip, which is on our website.